Welcome back, everybody, to Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour. Thanks so much for joining us. We are so excited to be back. Huh, Kathy?
Always, always. Today, we're going to be answering more of your fan questions. Make sure you're submitting those. We love reading them. All you have to do is go to bachelornation.com/golden hour and submit away.
Yes, send us everything, your questions, your updates, comments, whether you agreed or disagreed, all of it. You can also DM us on Instagram at Bachelor Happy Hour.
Okay, Susan, first things first, we have got to talk about Monday's episode of Paradise.
Oh, boy. Don't judge me, fans. Don't judge me for the things I'm about to say.
Uh-oh, what's coming? Hey, wait, can I get in on that too? Don't judge me either, but go ahead, you start.
Where should we start? Can we start with our girlfriend, Faith?
Yes, let's do
when
that.
She said in that contest, sexy hooker?
And the question was, I can't believe you're bringing that up. The question was, what characters would you like to play in the bedroom? And I saw that
role play.
And I was like, oh no, not going down that road. I wouldn't even write nurse and doctor. I wrote Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
I know, Kath. I know. I saw.
and Faith wrote, what did she write again?
Sexy hooker.
Oh, God, wouldn't you love to be a fly on the wall in her bedroom?
I would like to try to act like a sexy hooker. I don't think I could do it.
Okay, I don't know. I found that the thing I have to say about Faith and Kim in this episode, two things I want to say. One is all that seemed to go on there was kissing. I'm like, where's the conversation?
Do you know what I noticed, Kathy? Like, she didn't seem like she talked to any of you. It's our Faith. We did a whole entire show with her. She's our friend, yet she seemed only focused on him. And I'm only praying that when this show is over, that they're together. Because if they're not, I'm going to call you. You wanted to stay on the show. You hooked on to somebody. Is that what it's about? I mean, some people do that.
Well, again,
Faith, call me, Faith. I want to know if you're still with them.
I will say that I was really glad that they said, because I did say that Keith and I are good friends, and I think that's really important. So,
and the young ones knew that because one of them was voting one of you's off because they said they're just friends.
Right.
But you weren't a threat to them to win that money.
So were you surprised?
Huh?
Were you surprised that Kim and Faith were voted off?
No, because a few of them called them on it. Not said it to them, but they were thinking, this is a lot.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't surprised.
Okay, we got so, bye-bye Faith and Kim. I one more thing I have to say. I have been getting, shocker, some hate mail on social media
For
that
what?
I'm jealous of Kim and Faith, their relationship.
Why? Because you said, get a room?
Well, that
How about
actually
the massage?
Oh, God, when he ever said bring in some oil, I thought I was going to lose my lunch. But let me just say, I am not jealous. There's one little shred of jealousy. So just to put that one to rest.
Yes.
Faith and Kim.
Was not it.
Yeah, no, not it for me. Not even a little bit for
And
me.
you know
and
what?
when I said over and out, when I saluted him, trust me.
You meant it. But
Totally.
to me, the show was great. But the whole show for me is all I could think about was Brian. And when Wells came out and made that statement, I saluted Wells like, you are absolutely correct.
But so I'm watching this and I'm like, all I could think of was that song from the 60s, Lies, Lies. Like if your mouth is moving, you're lying. I mean, here's the thing. The lies, I'm watching, wait, am I missing something here? Because we're watching it back. We know what they said, right? Jeremy said he swore to Bailey
that he didn't call her.
Never said he would propose to Susie and leave the show. Nope. Yeah, he did. Check. First lie.
Yeah.
Bailey swore it wasn't Brian who told her to.
Because she didn't want to bury Brian.
I don't care. It's another lie. Brian lied about not telling Bailey. I'm like, what is going on? And so when Wells came on, who I absolutely adore anyway, love you, Wells. I was like, finally, somebody who's making some sense here.
Yes,
when
I
they're
agree.
talking about bro code, What?
Bro code. So that's what it's about. But if we're going to say bro code, how
Douchebag
about
code.
the girls did know and they told her they didn't?
Here's the thing. I think, based on what we saw, the girls knew that
Not
he had
details,
called Susie.
maybe.
I don't know, but as I'm watching it, I'm thinking, did Alex, who I adore, so sweet, comforting Bailey? I don't think, and I don't know, but this just from watching the show, I'm not sure that all the girls knew that Jeremy had said he would propose to her or leave the show with her. I don't think they knew that, because I think if they'd known that, I think they would have stepped up. I mean, you and I, of course, we're older. We would have gone right to the person and said, hey, girlfriend,
because you don't want your girlfriend to look like a fool.
That's right.
However, he came clean and agreed that he did to, and he shouldn't have, and tried to make amends, and they're together again.
I think he felt pressure. You're saying Brian?
Yes. No.
Brian felt...
No, Jeremy.
Oh.
I felt bad for Brian. I think, Brian, hats off to you. I know the guys are going to be pissed off at you, no bro code or whatever it is, but you actually care about Bailey, and you didn't want her to be taken for a fool, and you told. Agree. How about Carissa, while he was saying, I'm going to go tell, she looked like a deer in headlights. Like, oh, God.
Come on. I don't think Carissa's a confrontational person. I don't think she wanted to get in the middle of it. And by association with Brian, it was probably going to happen. But here's the one thing that I picked up on. I was curious if you did. When Bailey goes in and wakes Jeremy up, and by the way, Jeremy looked irritated as all get out that he was being woken up. Get up, Jeremy, and talk to the girl that you profess to care so much about. That I was thinking that.
I was holding on to her, though. She was crying.
But did you notice that Bailey didn't wait for answers? She wakes him up. She's saying, did you do this? Did you do that? I can't believe I thought... She calls it scream crying. She says, I was scream crying. She doesn't wait for his answers. It's almost like she just wanted to vomit it out and not really hear his answers. And I was surprised by that.
Why would you give him an opportunity to lie? Nobody, when you're found guilty, okay, and somebody's calling you on it and you know you're guilty, he was probably relieved that she did the scream cry.
But I'm saying she didn't give him a chance to say, I said it. And when she finally did, he lied and said he didn't do those things. And he said he was just trying to, if I heard the TV correctly, I'm sorry, Jeremy, I'm really kind of like losing it here. When you say, I was just trying to play paradise. Yeah. Like, what? And you're playing with people's emotions.
Exactly. And I will give him, you know what? It was early when she was there. Tell the truth. I didn't know yet. I do like her, but I didn't know how I was going to feel about you. Now that we've come this far, that's all he had to do, if that is the truth. Because I'm second guessing everything now.
That's right. And if you lie, then it's very difficult to believe anything else that comes out of your mouth. Once you've lied to me, then I'm not believing much of what comes out of coming out of your mouth.
Can't wait to see what. But they ended up happy kissing again. Can I just give a
shout out to Keith? Can I just give a shout? He told me I looked beautiful in my red dress, and that made me feel so good.
Beautiful.
That was. Thank you, Keith. And he made me feel like $1 million. The other thing was, I loved how Keith said, there's no right choice here who to send home.
Yeah,
I think that is a mature vision of no good answer,
because
no
it
good
was
choice.
a possibility that you two could have left. There was that possibility.
Absolutely.
And he handled it well. Yeah.
When
were you surprised, Kathy?
I was a little surprised, although I'd heard some mumblings about, people talking about Kim's health with his heart monitor.
Yes.
Which,
and everybody assumed they were going to kick Brian off because.
Because they were mad with him. I was a little surprised. I was grateful. I was so happy to be there because Keith and I really have formed a close friendship with each other. And the other cast members really care and still do care about all those young ones. I mean, so
Oh, I know. I
so
love them all. I love them.
so I don't know. I think
I was really
it's hard.
taken back
Do you
about
think-
how everybody reacted to all of it. And
I'm sorry?
how everyone reacted to what Brian did.
You were surprised, you saying?
At the women, at the young women. First of all, what does that say about somebody when you're all angry? And the guys too, they're angry because Brian told the girl the truth. How can you be angry at that? It's the truth.
I think when you're younger, sometimes you want to stay in your lane and you figure they'll work it out. I think Jeremy had said he was going to tell her, and
He should
didn't
have.
tell
He
her.
said he should have.
Well, but he only said he should have after he got caught with his pants down. No pun intended.
Yes.
I mean, that's when he told the truth. When you're forced into a corner. Hey, did you call her? Yes, but he still lied. He still said, I didn't say I was going to leave
Once
the
you
show
lie
with her."
to somebody, like if you lied to me, I don't know that I'll trust 100% ever again.
Well, that's what I just said to you 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
That once you lie to me, I'm not sure I can believe anything that comes out of your mouth. So I think there was a lot of, if we're wrapping this one up, it's a lot of lies wrapped up in a paradise bow. And thank you, Wells, for shedding the truth.
Oh, I was so happy when he came out and said that. I was screaming at the TV, "You're damn right."
Yeah, it was rough. But you know what? I can't wait to see what happens next week. Keith and I are holding the torch now for the Goldens, and glad to be there. And I can't wait for next Monday to see what happens next week.
You and I both.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest, and it goes without saying that there are so many advantages that come with living in this modern era. Technology is constantly improving our day-to-day, all the ways that will transform.
Is the number one of your life. So for new ones, from streaming to
each other first.
This episode of Bachelor Happen, feel like you're on vacation.
All right, it's time to get into today's episode. And as always, we're going to start things off with the question of the day. Okay, Susan, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Have you ever had a friend come to you asking for advice and you've been totally stumped? What was it like? What is your go-to advice when you're at a loss and there's no simple advice to be given? What says you?
Ooh, baby. Surprised, stumped, yes, because I felt like I couldn't tell them really how I felt. Now, today, if I was asked this and this happened, I could. But back then, because most likely it was about a man that I disagreed and I thought he was a piece of you know what and she shouldn't be with him, but I didn't have the heart when they're so in love. That's an uncomfortable
So wait
place.
a minute. You're saying now, I think we're about to disagree, folks.
Oh boy.
Shocker. Are you saying that if I came to you and asked you for advice, you might say something that is knowingly going to hurt me and make me feel badly?
I'm going to tell you the truth. And if that's the case, I'll lighten it the best I can, but I have to be real and honest. Yes.
See, I'm telling you folks, I used to be that way. I used to be the girl that gave 100% honesty. Now I'm much more, our good friend Nancy taught me a lesson. She always says, when something happens or people say things, think to yourself, how would you feel?
Mm-hmm.
So now when someone asks me for advice, oftentimes I think, how is my answer going to make them feel?
Yes,
and if I
absolutely.
know that it's going to make them feel badly, I may not be honest, because especially at our age, Susan, let's face it, we're not going to change. We can change on the margin, but we're not like the young ones on Paradise. When they asked me for advice, I was brutally real because they're young enough to change, right? But I just don't think people our age.
What if it was about a clothing option, that they tried something on, they felt really good about it. Do you love this on me? Like,
Well,
you're
I
not
don't
gonna
think
be-
you would be totally stumped. If I
No,
said
I
to you, hey,
wouldn't.
Susan, what do you think of this dress? You'd say, that's the ugliest thing
No,
since,
I'd say never
since they
wear
invented
it again,
toast.
Kath.
But I think now,
Tell
my
me something
go-to
that
advice,
would stump me.
Well, stump for me is the wrong word. I think you might not know how to answer something. If I said to you, Susan, if it was a dating question, you might not know how to answer it, but the answer that would come to your mind, it might be your truth. But for me, I might think, oh, I can't say that to Susan.
Yeah, it depends.
What I really
It
think,
depends
'cause
on
it
what
might hurt
is.
her.
Yeah.
And
You're
I
probably
used to
right.
be the girl that would say it. I think my go-to advice now is more like what Nancy says. I don't know, Susan, how do you feel about it? I sort
Yes,
of turn a
always.
mirror back and say, how do you feel?
Always.
Because
That's like therapy 101. How
so
does
like
that make
if I
you
said
feel?
to you, okay, if you said to me, Susan, should I break up, because you have one, should I break up with my partner even though I still love them? Or is it okay to stay with Joe because he cheated on me? Do you think I'm going to say to you, I'm not.
I'm
I'm going to
living
say,
that
I don't
right
know,
now.
Susan, how do you feel about it?
I'm living it right now with Frederick's daughter.
That's
It's
right.
Very
And
sad.
you think you and what was so for those
my
of you out there,
advice,
what's your advice?
if it was the first time, okay. The second time, no. If that's
Frederick's
not a red
daughter's
flag,
going through a cheating episode with her boyfriend, just so we're clear
I
with everybody.
don't know. I did say to her, but it's up to you. You're
That's
asking
right.
my opinion, and my opinion is no way. No way.
And what was her answer to you? You said to me, she said,
But I love
him.
But I
So
love him.
I would say you have to do, my answer always is, what do you have to do? What should you do? You have to live with your decision.
Yes,
Think about it
yes.
carefully and make the best decision for you.
Yeah.
Because now, Susan, what I've learned is it's not my life.
No.
It's not my life to live with a cheater and say I love him. I'm just
And
using
only
that
because
example.
you can see it a third time, it's going to happen, and you're going to be in a better place then. Or you're going to waste another year of your life.
And the answer is a lot of people are. But
Some
the
people
point here
takes a
is
few
it's
times
not
to
our
learn.
life.
Yes, it takes.
They
a few
have to
times.
learn in their own time. So
Yeah.
but I will say to you, when I was younger, and mind you, I still have lots of advice and sometimes it's unwanted. But remember, let's tell everybody, what was my New Year's resolution, Susan?
Mind your business. Stop
Mind
telling
my own
everybody how
business
to-
and not give people advice. And I'm giving myself an A- so far this year. And believe me, I've had,
Kathy, what about
lots
this one?
yeah.
I'm in love with someone who is already in a relationship. What should I do? That's easy to me.
Oh, not if you're in love with them. It's the same thing as cheating. If you're in love with that person, love is blind. It's not just a TV show. It's an adage. Love is blind.
But what advice would you give? If
if
someone
they said
came
I'm
to you and
I'm
said,
in love with someone who's in love with someone else,
who's already in a relationship,
I would say, listen, if it were you, I'd say, Susan, I love you to pieces. And
are you crazy?
I would say, are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
But I understand. But you know what? To coin your phrase, you have to do you. I
Yeah.
wouldn't do it. That's what I would say. I wouldn't do it, but
Mhm.
it's not my life, sweetie. It's your life. You have to do what brings you happiness. And ultimately, people make their own decisions. So I'm much more of a live and let live girl than I used to be.
And what if someone came and said, should I break up with my partner even though I still love them?
We just talked about that, about your Frederick's daughter.
Yes, the answer is yes. But when
No,
I'm young,
the answer is not telling someone what to do. The answer is,
no, someone's
do-
asking you. If they ask you, what would you do, right? Or your advice,
that
if
is
you
what
will.
they're saying. It's asking for your advice.
Yeah.
And my advice always is now, You have to do what brings you happiness and joy and a decision that you can live with. It doesn't matter what I would do, Susan. I'm not living your life.
No,
And that took me a long time to get there. So,
yeah.
that's kind of where I am. And I know it's hard. What's really hard for me, Susan, and you know this, is sitting back and watching
it.
someone living. It's like watching a horror movie in slow motion.
Kathy comes undone.
But you know what? I used to come undone and say something. Now I just come undone, go pour myself a drink and get a bag of M&Ms and wait for it to play out.
All right, let's get into our fan questions for today. I'll start us off with the first one, okay?
Okay.
Sydney writes, my husband and I are trying to have a baby. This would be our first. However, I have PCOS. So I'm taking medication to help us, and it is amping up my hormones and challenging my mental health. I don't feel like I have much of a support system. I feel like lately I can't even explain to my friends about what's going on because I notice they're not reaching out to me. Or if I try to approach the topic, it quickly changed. I should mention none of my friends are married, nor do they have kids. Any advice for how to navigate this difficult and exciting time?
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, PCOS is polycystic ovarian syndrome. It's painful. It's not fun. There's lots of side effects, hair loss, screwing with your hormones. It's a thing. But here's what I would say to you, Sydney. It doesn't matter, in my opinion, that your friends don't have kids or aren't married. I think your situation, you need a support group. That's what I would say to you. Ask your doctor where you can find a support group for people who are going through what you're going through, an online support group. Listen, you can find a group for everything online, and that would be a way to help you. It's not a fun situation to be in, and I love the fact that you say it is an exciting time because you are trying to have a baby, and of course you want to focus on that, but you've got a tough road to navigate and you need people to support you. And sometimes the people that support us aren't necessarily our closest friends or our families when we have a specific condition. What do you think, Susan?
Also, I know your hormones are all over the place and the medication you're taking is making it even worse. But don't be upset with your friends. Maybe they don't understand it.
Right.
So they avoid the subject. It's nothing against you.
Right.
But as Kathy said, you do need someone to talk to.
Right.
And sometimes it is your spouse or your other half. Maybe he's understanding a little more because
and
he's in it.
sometimes it isn't. And sometimes, my daughter, when she first moved to Austin after grad school, she went on Facebook to find friends.
A group. Yeah.
Facebook has groups for everything. So, Sydney, I would encourage you, get online, go to Facebook, see if you can find a support group.
Yes, absolutely.
And if nothing else, it's going to be a great place to meet new friends.
And my daughter Go ahead.
We're wishing you that this situation resolves and that you get pregnant because it's a great time. But
And I agree with Kathy about the Facebook group, because my daughter, when she was having problem with the implants, she's she has so many people that she talks to. She had hers taken out. She was sick for 3 years and didn't know why. So You're exactly right, Kathy. I think I'd start there, or therapy,
Yeah, I mean, Facebook, online platforms, ask your doctor, and we wish you all the best in dealing with this really tough situation. Okay, you ready to move on? Here's the next one.
Okay.
And by the way, Sydney, let us know. We hope that you get pregnant, and we hope this situation resolves itself. Okay, Anonymous writes, hi, Kathy and Susan. I love your podcast. I have never missed an episode. Well, wow, Anonymous, thank you so much. I know you have covered issues with in-laws in the past, and I'm having some issues with mine. Aww. My mother-in-law is a pretty good grandmother to my children, but she isn't so nice to me. For example, she has called a shirt I wore hideous and joked that she wants to murder my family and me. That's not a joke. Okay. Said my baby's name is stupid in front of all my guests at my baby shower. The list goes on and on. My question to you ladies is, what do I do going forward? I have tried every approach I can think of. I have tried taking the high road. I have tried simply defending myself and calling her out on her BS. Nothing works. My husband said she has had a difficult upbringing, which causes her to have a lack of social skills, and there is no changing her. He has tried talking to her as well. I'm at a loss. Help! I wish one of you was my mother-in-law. Love you, gals.
We do too. Trust me. Wow.
Anonymous,
she's a
I'll take you
nightmare.
on tomorrow. You can be mine.
She
Because trust
sounds
me,
like-
you're right. I had the mother-in-law and father-in-law from hell, and very similar story to you. They loved my children, did not love me. And it really, as Susan, haven't I told you, it was really difficult between my husband and me. My advice is try, but you know what? If she's not going to change, she's not going to change. Let your husband spend time with her. Drop the grandkids off. Limit your time with her.
As she said, she tried taking the high road.
Yeah.
And she's tried defending herself and calling her out on her BS. What about like at the baby shower and she said, it's stupid. And you say something like, well, you're entitled to your opinion. You know,
Right.
keep it to yourself. We don't care what you think.
Yeah, but you can't say that at a baby shower. And I tried those things with my mother-in-law and it never worked. But I will say to you, I have to take issue with something
I wouldn't
with her
invite her.
husband.
I'd leave her
Wow.
out there.
Yeah, you say that, Susan. Come on. The girl's
If she's going to
young.
be rude and embarrass me, then you're not welcome here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You want to go see
you're
your mother,
68
honey?
years old. You're not.
You want
You're
to go
not.
visit with your mom. She's not welcome here. Not if
Well-
she's going to continue to embarrass her. Mm-mm.
Well, here's what I'm going to say. It didn't work that way for me, and it was too disruptive and hard for my husband, even though it was an issue between us. Here's what I will say. I don't buy into, you hear me? I'm emphasizing this. You know, Susan, I had a really tough upbringing. I was an abused child. I had no modeling to be a parent until I moved in with my stepmom and my dad. I didn't know what was up. When I had children, it was like, whoa. I could have been abusive and horrible like my mother, but you know what I did? I sat there and got therapy and made friends and spent my life's work to be the best mom. Did I make mistakes? Yes. So, Anonymous, you need to tell your husband from me, just blame it on me, Anonymous, having a tough upbringing, blah, 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 is not an excuse. And if she has a lack of social skills, perhaps your husband might suggest that she get some social skills.
Yeah, he
help.
tried talking to her as well.
Yeah,
She
but
just-
otherwise, you're
Exclude
going to
her.
end up where I ended up. My husband took my mother-in-law for lunch. He would go over there. I saw her
exactly
on
what I
holiday,
said, Kathy. Let him go visit his mother, and you
but
don't
you
have to be a
can't
part
say
of
at the
it.
baby shower, get
Well,
out
no,
of my
not
house.
at the baby shower. But if she tells me the name I'm choosing is dumb or stupid, F you. Who asked you? It's not your child.
Okay, I want to be at the baby shower, Susan, where at 25
You know I
years
would,
of age,
Kath.
where you say to your mother-in-law, F you, the name is Jeremiah, whether you like it or not. I want to be there. I want to be there.
You're entitled to your opinion, dear. Now zip it.
There. Yeah. Listen, I'm the zip it queen, and I wouldn't have said that to my mother-in-law. I just chose to stay away. And you
God
know who's
bless
the
you.
big...
Me and Kathy would be your mother-in-laws easy. We'd be fun.
I will. Anonymous, I'm going to say one thing to you.
Hmm.
Do you know who the big loser here is, Anonymous?
Yeah.
Your mother-in-law.
Absolutely.
She might be a great grandmother, but your kids will sense that. It's unfortunate. But you know what? You can only change in life what you can change.
Yes.
So I'm
God
sorry
bless
for you. And Anonymous, if things get really tough, you reach out to me. I will be your mother-in-law. My son and daughter-in-law sorry, my son-in-law and my daughter-in-law say I'm the best. And I think yours think the same of you too, Susan.
I wish you a lot of luck. And you know what? You're going to be on my mind. I wish you patience and to be able to speak your mind when you have to.
And I hope that you find a way to limit your exposure to her because you're not going to change her.
No.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest committing $5 billion to help
An exciting feed broccoli or slow-cooked chicken and beef is probably delivered the next day.
Competition and growing resentment ignite McNamara in the
My favorite. You deserve to unplug New York.
Went home too early and we'll both either answer or then today we're going to be playing one of my favorites.
Responsibly, copyright 2025, imported by Pernod Ricard, USA, New York, New York.
Okay, Susan, today we're going to be playing one of my favorites,
Oh, boy.
Truth or Drink, Paradise Edition. We're going to switch off reading the Bachelor in Paradise prompt, and we'll both either answer or take a drink if we don't want to answer. And I might take a drink even if I do answer. Okay, I'm going to read the first one. Who do you think went home too early and deserved to come back to the beach? And I think we could answer this in unison.
Nancy.
1, 2, 3.
Nancy.
Nancy. Absolutely. I mean, she was there so short.
I know.
Like 24 hours.
Out of all the current couples, do you think anyone is faking a physical connection? If yes, who? Ooh.
I don't know. What do you think, Susan?
Well, I think since they added money to the game, quite possibly, I think only half of a couple might be doing this.
Come on, spit out. Give me names or drink.
Jeremy.
Well, Jeremy said, I think Brian and Jeremy are both after the money.
Mm-hmm,
I do.
mm-hmm.
But are they faking a physical connection? I think Brian may be.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah.
Is he not floating your boat?
No. I guess, what is that? Truth
What
or
about,
dare?
wait, what about the
how is this
Goldens?
truth
Any
or dare?
Goldens
Can we
faking
drink?
What? Do you think any Goldens are faking it? I mean, remember, I'm not faking it because Keith and I have said from the beginning.
Well, there's
Keith
nothing
said
to
we're
fake.
friends.
They're not
So
falling
is
in
anybody
love. You just
faking it
have a
on that?
friendship.
Any of the
but
Goldens faking it?
I don't think any of the Goldens are really. Well, Faith was making out a lot. I don't know. Who am I
All
to
right,
say?
let's move on.
No,
Let's
I
move
don't
on to
know.
the next one here.
All right, go on.
If you could bring one more bonus person to the beach to shake things up that has not been on the season, who would you bring? Oh, how about
Jordan.
Jordan? You mean for the Goldens?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because I think he was a hot commodity, and I think Leslie would dump Gary.
Well, you know what? I'm going to drink to that. Let's hear what we really think here.
How about you?
Well, I didn't think about the Goldens because so many of them, you know,
That's all I think about.
I also think they should bring CK back, by the way. I think he had too short a time on the beach. Just saying.
Yeah, he's another one.
I don't know. One bonus person. I think any of the young ones would have been fun to stir things up. So really, any of the young ones that got close. Oh, I know. Ready?
Yeah.
Maria from Joey's season.
Oh, that little one.
She would have been great. I would
She
have
would
loved
have
to have
been
spent some
great.
time with her. All right, go
Okay,
ahead.
out of everyone that hit the beach this summer, who do you think came for the wrong reasons?
Well, clearly Jeremy and Brian, because they're in it just for the money. I mean, the minute that money was mentioned, and they were in it. I think all of the Goldens, including myself, came for the right reasons. We were all hoping to find love. But I think based on what we're seeing on the TV, Jeremy.
They didn't look like they're ready to fall in love. I mean, they're just in it to win it. And like I
Yeah.
said, since they added the money, it's a whole new ball game. Who
Wait,
do you think?
do you think Gary came for love?
I would wanted to think that, yes. But now after I've seen him play with all these women, I'm not so sure.
Yeah. I
But
don't
who
know.
am I to
Okay.
judge?
Who do you think had the worst luck in paradise? I can tell you. How about me?
You look
No.
just fine, Kathy.
No,
The
I'll tell you
worst
who had the worst luck.
luck.
Who?
The
I
ones
can
that are
tell you.
still in a relationship that I don't think are going to make it.
Okay, well, that's that. Like who? Jeremy and Bailey?
Yes, and
Okay, you know who I think had the
I'm
worst
worried
luck?
about Kat and Dale.
Kat and Dale. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like them too. I don't know.
I know.
I'll tell you who I feel like had the worst luck was Jill and Leah. Everybody put them in the friend zone. Jonathan had the chance to have a relationship with them, and he kept,
Yeah,
not
Jonathan's-
finding the one. But Jill, when she left, saying, "I'm so tired of being in the friend zone," my heart went out
My
to
heart
her.
broke for her too. What was the most shocking moment thus far?
Oh, that's easy.
Go ahead.
When Jeremy said, "I don't care about those golden, send them home." Jeremy, I'm coming for you, buddy. I know where you live, and I am coming for you. What did you think was?
Oh, shocking moment. Well, actually, I'm not shocked, but when April smelled the underwear, oh, God.
Oh, I've
I
forgotten
was like,
that.
no,
wait.
don't do it.
April,
no.
what were you thinking? Not only did you sniff his underwear, you stuck it in your bra. Come on, April. Goldens have more class than that. Good God, I'd forgotten that.
Oh, my God. So,
okay.
Kathy, who do you think has displayed the biggest red flag thus far in this season?
I hate to keep picking on Brian and Jeremy, but I'm going to keep picking on them because I think I feel like they're not there. Jeremy's, when you say you're there for money, but you look like you're there for love, that's a problem.
Yeah, that's a red flag.
I think Kat and Dale
I saw
are
red
definitely
flags with
looking
Dale.
for love. I think Alicia, I love her, but it's a little bit of a red flag to me when you say, I really want Dale, I want Dale, and then he doesn't choose you, and then you say, yeah, I'm okay with losing Dale. I also cannot, I got a lot of red flags waving around here, don't I? What about Jeremy saying that red flag man, that is 10 red flags and crimson waving when he says he wished Susie came back, he would have gotten on one knee and proposed to her.
Total
Bailey,
red flag.
that is a red
Totally.
flag.
Yes. Do you think any of the couples are settling
What do you think?
just to be together to stay on the show? Yes.
What do you think?
I do.
Who?
I do. And I once again, I don't think it's a mutual thing. I think it's only half because I feel like Jeremy is there to play the game. I don't feel like after this is all over, I think Bailey's going to be crushed, but I don't know.
Anybody else?
Kat and
Settle?
Dale, I don't know that I trust it, although I do like them together.
Dale and Kat? Yeah, I
Yes.
like them together too. I think Kat's got a little bit of, so far she seems like she's struggling to trust it and open
Yeah,
up.
right. She doesn't
But I think if
trust it
she can
yet.
get past that, maybe
Yeah,
they'll
yeah.
have a chance. I'm trying to think do you think any of the Goldens are settling?
Well, you couldn't really say settling, no, because you and Keith, it's not a love romance, it's a friendship. So that doesn't even count.
What do you think about Leslie and Gary?
Leslie and Gary, I think Leslie would be in it to win it. I really do. And
to win the show, you mean?
No. In a relationship, I think
Oh.
she would definitely want to develop a relationship with him, although I don't think he is really true. I don't.
What do you think about Kim and Faith?
I think Kim's going to be crushed because Faith is in it right now that I see, especially after the other night's episode, because they talked about things that were really important and they felt each other. I'll never forget when Nancy, who was it that shared with Nancy about the death of his wife and how upset she became? She really paid attention.
I can't remember.
I don't know who she was talking with. It was really, and she.
Oh, do you
was,
mean on? Wait, are you talking about Kim losing? Kim lost his
was it
wife.
Kim? Okay, yes, it was.
Nancy
Kim.
was talking to
Yes,
Kim.
yes.
But
Thank you.
here's the thing: is Kim settling, or is Faith settling? Because remember, Kim wrote a poem for Leslie, and that didn't work out so well. And
Kim
then
wants
he was.
to find love, but he's trying. If this one don't work,
So
I'll
is that
take the
settling?
next one.
Just settling for anyone who will take you? I mean,
settling
that
to me means they're together and it wasn't really what they wanted, but they'll settle for this. It's not.
Or does it mean that nobody wants me and I'll take anybody who wants me?
It could.
Whatever it is, Kim,
tell
we
me
hope
the
you
truth
found
now.
happiness.
When Jeremy said he didn't like the Goldens being in paradise, my
Literally-
mouth dropped.
Hey, your mouth. I spent a lot of time with him. I told you I had to rewind the TV. Like, I don't care if the Goldens go home. I don't like them being here. I don't care. Like, Jeremy, let me just tell you something. When you open your mouth and say things like that, there are a lot of us Goldens who are not happy. And it's not
And you know
looking
what?
good.
To tell you the truth, because I'm on the outside looking in, okay?
Yeah.
When the show started, I watched, okay, yeah. And when the Goldens arrived, it changed it. It brought life to the show. It was exciting seeing everybody. Like, yeah, so shut your mouth.
Yeah, Jeremy, thank you. I mean, you heard it from Susan, and everything that comes out of Susan's mouth is worth listening to.
And
so,
let's drink
Jeremy,
to that, Kathy.
hey, Susan, let's
Cheers.
drink to Jeremy shutting
Zipping
your
it.
mouth.
Tell him to zip,
Zip it,
Kathy. I'm
Jeremy.
surprised you haven't.
I told you.
Oh my goodness, that was so much fun. Thank you to all our listeners for joining us today.
And be sure to follow Bachelor Happy Hour because we do have new episodes coming out every week. You won't want to miss it. This week we ripped on Jeremy and Brian. Next week, who knows?
Who knows? Make sure you keep submitting your questions to us. You know how to do it. Go to bachelornation.com/golden hour or DM us on Instagram at Bachelor Happy Hour.
Listen to Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Until next week, have a great
See you
day.
then.